Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to break down this thing here. It's called the No Pitch Webinar Blueprint. I'm going to share with you how it's generated over $3 million for my business and perhaps can help you too. So firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I'm the founder of AdClients.com, where we help you create, launch, and scale your online courses and coaching programs. And I'm pleased you're here. Chances are, if you're here, if you're watching this, your business perhaps is not where it needs to be. Maybe you've got a good idea in your head, you've packaged up a course, you've got a coaching program, you've got some expertise, but the whole idea of selling it, right? Getting in front of your most ideal potential clients, and moreover, turning those people into paying clients or course sales becomes a real headache. Not only a headache, but feels perhaps even impossible at points as ad costs are rising, sales funnels are breaking, not working. Well, this right here is the answer. This thing has taken many years for me and my team to perfect. It's called the No Pitch Webinar Blueprint, and it's a way for course creators and people selling coaching programs to sell more of their high ticket packages without actually selling on a webinar. It's pretty freaking cool, and I actually want to give you a free copy of this, and then we'll talk about it here a little bit. So there's a link in the description box or the top comment. Go ahead and click on that. You can access this completely free. Even go ahead and do it right now, and then you can be following along as I'm sharing this stuff. I haven't got time to go into everything on here, but I do want to take you through phase 1, 2, and 3 and explain what we're doing, why it's important, and how you should implement it. So before we dive into some of the sections, let's talk about the overarching thing here, the No Pitch Webinar Blueprint. What does that even mean? How do you not pitch on the webinar, but still land clients? Essentially, what we're doing is we're going to be driving traffic to register for this webinar, and I'll talk about the framework in just a second. If you want to learn about driving traffic, we've got a bunch of videos about that on the channel. Click the button that's going to pop up here somewhere, or check out the links or other videos on the channel. We've got lots of stuff about Facebook ads, YouTube ads, what we're doing to grow million-dollar businesses using that. So do check that out. We haven't got time to cover that in this video, but we're driving traffic to this webinar, and it's a two-step approach. Many people, when they register for webinars, yourself perhaps included, is you register for a webinar and you just assume something is going to be sold out the other end. So there's actually some reservation on that webinar. You know the pitch is coming, you know there's going to be an offer, you feel like everything's leading up to that. And so it's refreshing when you have a webinar that does not finish with an offer, but here's what it does finish with. You give them the opportunity to speak with you on the phone. And it's on the phone that you build that connection with them, that one-to-one interaction, allow them to resonate with you, and then you make the offer for your high-ticket course or your coaching program right there on the phone. And what you will find is if you go through this No Pitch Webinar Blueprint first, you'll have people in a much better position to actually want to work with you because it's refreshing. They came on your webinar, you provided some great value, and then you offered them a chance to speak with you. And now at this point, their guard's down a bit now. They're feeling better about you, your brand, what you've got going on. And on the phone, you have a great conversation, and more people will become a client or a customer out the other end than if you just sold directly on the webinar, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Now let's talk a bit about this. Stage 1, okay, or phase 1 is called setting the stage. In the setting of the stage phase, and in your blueprint that you can access, you can follow the journey here. What we're essentially looking to do is build connection with them, share with them that they're in the right place, and give them a little bit of a teaser of what the topic is that you're going to be covering. All right? So this is super important. This is the first 10 to 15 minutes of your webinar. And basically what we're doing is guaranteeing, or rather getting as close to a guarantee as we can, that they're going to stick around for the rest of the webinar. Many people will register for a webinar in this day and age and not commit to showing up. And those that do show up, they're not committed to staying until the end. In fact, for many people, they're just putting the feelers out. Yes, they go to their email, they find the link, they jump on the line, but maybe they're not committed to what they think might be a 60, 90-minute webinar. They're going to come out, they're going to dip their toe in the water for the first few minutes and see what you're about and see if you grab their attention. So in the setting of the stage, we have to do the right things to hook their attention, to draw them in, tease them with what we're going to be covering, maybe share some student stories if you have them, okay? And maybe even share a bit of a story from yourself as to how this whole thing came to be, to build that connection. So the game plan at the end of phase 1 is essentially that person can say, right, I'm in the right place, this person has the results that I want, and I want to stick around until the end. So that's phase one, setting of the stage. Phase two is the content. Okay, this is where we're actually going to provide value to these people, and there are really three things that I teach. There's something called the terminus, the big domino, and simplicity. I don't think we have enough time in this video to break down each of those three and the part that they play and what you teach, but essentially, let me teach you this. I share with my clients something called the wow, not the how. And the wow, not the how is where you are teaching something that's going to wow them, give them a light bulb moment, get them excited, make them feel good, but not actually give them the specific how-tos. Because if you do that, if you teach them how to do something, I'm talking click here, click there, or specific workout programs, or exactly what they should do with their dog to, get better behavior. If you give them the how-tos, then there's really no need for them to book that call with you and sign up for your coaching or your course. Why would they? You've given them some stuff to work on. So you give them the wows, enough for them to go, this was a good use of my time, this was awesome, but now I really need to book a call with this person, to speak with them, to find out more about how I can do this, how it would make sense for me. So that's what's really important about phase two, okay? We're providing value, we're giving them wow moments, but it's not so far on the other side where they don't need us now to be able to implement. And the content as a whole, that's gonna go for around about 30 minutes, something like that. So right now, we're at 30 minutes plus perhaps 10 from the setting of the stage. We're 40 minutes into a webinar. The last phase, it's phase three. We only need about 5 to 10 minutes for phase three. On the blueprint here, I've put 15, but that's the longest it would possibly need to be. 5 to 10 minutes is absolutely fine. Phase three is all about making the offer, not to buy something, not to become a client, but to speak with you on the phone. Okay, and there's a very specific way that we do this. We want to create enough demand, enough excitement, enough intrigue about speaking with us. We want to increase urgency, as you'll see here on the blueprint. We want to share some student results. We want to tease them with the fact that there may be an offer on the end of that phone call, that we do have coaching, we do have courses that we sell, but we're not making that offer. You're teasing them with it, you're creating some urgency to speak with you, and then everything else happens on the phone. And what you'll find is you'll have a very high conversion percentage of people that attended your webinar booking a call to speak with you. It will be very, very high. And now you've got an abundance of people that you can speak with. In fact, you're in control to cancel the calls with people that don't seem like a good fit. This is where I teach this to some of our clients, and if they're newer, they can't quite wrap their head around this, that you could be in a luxurious position to even cancel people. Right? For many of you watching this right now, you might be in the same position. You're thinking, John, I would take business from anywhere right now. I need to make revenue. I need to get some income. And so I would take sales from anywhere. Give me some leads and I'm going to talk to every single person. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay? You're going to start to give your time away to people that actually they were never a good fit, and it's a waste of their time and a waste of yours. When you have a system like this set up, you're going to have people booking onto your calendar. Okay, they're excited to speak with you. You're positioned as the authority, and now they can actually fill out an application form after they book their call, and you can take a look at that. And if some of the answers on the application form don't look too great, if you're getting an indicator or a red flag that actually they're not going to be the right type of client for you, then you can kindly and nicely cancel that call to save them time and save you time. Suddenly you're in a very, like I say, luxurious and powerful position. And it means you can only speak to people that you're actually going to have good conversations with that are good potential clients. So that right there is a whistle-stop tour of the No Pitch Webinar Blueprint. Go ahead and grab yourself a copy so you can look at this in detail. Maybe watch this YouTube video again while you're following along. The link to get that is in the description box and the top comment. And I hope you found this helpful. Hey, don't forget to check out some of the other videos on the channel. We got a bunch of stuff on here that I think you'll find really, really helpful to sell more of your courses and coaching programs. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know that you've downloaded the blueprint, okay? Let me know, say downloaded in the comments. It'd be interesting for me to see how many of you actually take action and go ahead and grab yourself a copy of this. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification so that you're notified of all of our future videos. With that, I'll see you in a future video. Take care, bye-bye.